Alright, this is Jake. I'm going to show you my new Node.js program, Hello World sort of program. Alright, I sent you a README. It pretty much goes through everything, but effectively I made a little static file server for Node.js, and that's going to allow me to serve up a bunch of different files using Express, which is a module for Node.js, and it's a really common one. I think a lot of people download it, but I'm going to go ahead and send you the files dealing with that also under my node modules. I have EJS and Express in there, which is all that's going to take to run our little static file server. Alright, basically we're just going to require Express. We have a little instance of Express, and then I'm pointing it towards the directory, which this is the this is my public folder. This is the relative file path to the directory. And then it's going to listen on port 3000, and after that I'm going to go ahead and start up the server with this command, node static file server, and it runs the JS file that I have in there. So that is on now. Now I'm going to go ahead and go down to an image that I put in the public folder, which is the Node.js image. And then we're going to come back, and it'll show you that I can also serve up static HTML. This is a nice little really basic file right here, and as long as it's static HTML. If it isn't, then you have to jump through a bunch of other hoops. But alright, and it can also serve up a bunch of different files, so you could probably use this as sort of a file server if you really wanted to at your domain. I put in Feynman's paper on quantum electrodynamics. So those are basically the three files that I wanted to show, just to show that Express can serve up a variety of different things. My environment is just Sublime Text, which it always is, and the Node.js command prompt. I'm using version 12.7 of Node.js. I would rather use Linux with this, because I'm pretty sure that's what most people would already do, but I've done everything on Windows in this class to this point, so figured I'd keep going with it. After that, there really isn't a whole lot else to say. The only thing that, the other question you had was that what would a director use with it, and that would be, or a developer use with it, that would be, they could do a lot with it because it handles a single request at a time, so it would scale really well, and I would venture to say that on the server side this would work really well as a language for certain applications, especially ones that got a lot of requests. Like, I would guess after a while PHP would probably be terrible with a million requests, but Node.js probably would be able to handle that pretty straightforward, pretty easy. And I've used this with Sails before, which is kind of like Ruby on Rails, but not exactly the same. It's like Node.js's Ruby on Rails sort of development environment, and it allows you to use a lot of things that I think you would probably use in production while you're actually doing it. Like, it creates APIs and that sort of thing. But other than that, Node.js is kind of in everything now, so you should probably learn why things happen and how it works and sort of what reasons it why it's become so popular, and it's the most popular thing now, beating out Ruby on Rails and PHP. And other than that, the project was pretty straightforward, and I made a nice little static file server. So, alright, if you have any questions, just email me. Thanks, bye.